I never imagined my evening would take such an unusual turn. My name is Mia, and if there's one constant in my life, it's my unwavering love for Jack. He's my confidant, my anchor, the one person who can bring sunshine into the stormiest of days. So when his birthday rolled around, I knew I wanted to make it truly special. I made reservations at a quaint little bistro Jack had mentioned a while back, a place known for its charm and intimate atmosphere. The evening unfolded like a perfect dream. We were seated at a cozy table by a window, the golden glow of candlelight dancing on Jack's warm smile as we clanked glasses of his favorite wine. We laughed, reminisced, and basked in each other's company, the world outside fading into insignificance. It was during one of those shared moments of quiet contentment that I noticed something unusual, an Alaskan Malamute at a nearby table. The beautiful dog, seated with a family of 3, was impeccably well-mannered, its posture regal and poised. Yet what caught my attention wasn't just its behavior, but its gaze. Its soulful amber eyes were locked onto me, unwavering and intense, as though it was trying to convey something only I could understand. Jack noticed, too, chuckling as he reached for my hand. "Looks like you've got a secret admirer," he teased. Not that I blame him. I laughed, brushing it off, but I couldn't shake the peculiar feeling. The beautiful dog's gaze lingered like a question. I didn't know how to answer. Moments later, as though compelled by some invisible force, the Alaskan Malamute padded quietly over to our table. It sat beside me, tail wagging, its eyes filled with a warmth that felt oddly human. "Oh, I'm so sorry," the owner exclaimed, hurrying to retrieve the beautiful dog, but before they could, Jack waved it off with a smile. "No harm done," he said. "Looks like he just wanted to say hello." As the beautiful dog was led back to its table, I couldn't help but feel a strange connection to it, an unspoken understanding that tugged at the edges of my mind. Jack and I continued our meal, the evening as delightful as ever, but that encounter stayed with me, a quiet whisper at the back of my thoughts. After dinner, I excused myself to the restroom, hoping to clear my mind. As I stood before the mirror trying to shake the lingering unease, I heard the faint sound of paws on tile turning. I saw the Alaskan Malamute standing in the doorway. My breath caught as it stepped inside, its movements deliberate and calm. It stopped a few feet away, its head tilted slightly as though waiting for me to speak. "What are you doing here?" I asked softly, my voice trembling with a mix of wonder and apprehension. The beautiful dog didn't respond, of course, but its eyes said everything. They were steady, knowing, and impossibly deep, like staring into a well of memories I didn't know I'd buried tentatively. I knelt down and extended a hand. The Alaskan Malamute moved closer, pressing its head into my palm with a tenderness that felt almost sacred. The warmth of its touch spread through me, steadying my breath and calming the whirlwind in my mind. For what felt like an eternity, we stayed like that, connected in a silence that spoke louder than words. In those eyes, I saw a reflection of my own vulnerabilities, the fears and doubts I rarely allowed myself to confront. It wasn't unsettling anymore. It was grounding, as though the beautiful dog was offering me permission to let go of the masks I wore. Then, just as quietly as it had appeared, the Alaskan Malamute turned and walked away, leaving me alone with a heart full of questions and a strange sense of peace. When I returned to the table, Jack didn't ask why I'd been gone so long, and I didn't offer an explanation. Instead, I reached for his hand, holding it tightly as we finished the evening with quiet smiles and shared glances. The days that followed were marked by a subtle shift in my perspective. I found myself noticing the small, beautiful moments I often overlooked, the way Jack's laughter could light up a room, the comforting rhythm of our morning routines. The unspoken ease in how we fit together. Life wasn't perfect, but it didn't need to be. Weeks later, on a crisp fall afternoon, Jack and I were walking through the park, the air cool and tinged with the scent of turning leaves. We strolled hand in hand, the crunch of fallen foliage beneath our boots, when I spotted a familiar Alaskan Malamute playing fetch with its owners. My heart skipped as its gaze met mine, and within moments it was bounding toward us, tail wagging furiously. "Hey, buddy," Jack said warmly, crouching to scratch behind its ears. "Remember us?" The beautiful dog greeted Jack with the same enthusiasm before turning to me. His eyes held that same knowing depth. But this time the connection felt lighter, like reuniting with an old friend who understands you in ways words can't express. As its owners approached, I smiled and waved. "Your beautiful dog has quite the presence," I said. They laughed, exchanging glances. "That's Bailey," one of them replied. "He's always had a knack for sensing when someone needs a little extra love." As we walked away, Jack looked at me, his brow furrowed slightly in concern. "You okay?" he asked. I nodded, a smile spreading across my face. "I'm more than okay." I said I'm happy, and I meant it. That Alaskan Malamute had opened a door inside me, a door to gratitude, connection, and the quiet beauty of simply being present. As Jack squeezed my hand, I glanced at the Alaskan Malamute, swirling in the breeze, and realized something profound. Happiness isn't about chasing perfection. It's about embracing the moments, the connections, and the quiet truths that make life truly extraordinary. My story ends here. If you feel that this story is meaningful and brings useful lessons, please like and subscribe to the channel to support.